Hello everyone. Mbappe inspires PSG to comeback victory in Barcelona after Araújo red. Just when Montjuic roared, clinging to their hope that there might be a way back into this, one last chance to see Barcelona reach the semi-final for the first time in 5 years, there was Kylian Mbappe and his Paris Saint-Germain teammates sprinting across the running track in celebration. 2 goals down from the first leg, 1 down in the second. Luis Enrique's side had come back to lead 3-1 in the second, 5-4 overall, but had been on edge until the very last minute. When, at last, they broke away and silenced the Olympic Stadium. It had been a long night for them, and even longer for Barcelona. A goal up through Rafinha, they had gone down to 10 men because of a red card for Ronald Araújo and been forced to resist for just too long. Goals from Ousmane Dembélé, Bradley Barcola and Mbappe giving them a 3-1 lead that they clung to in those late, tense minutes before they finally made it safe. Achraf Hakimi dashing clear to set up 3 successive shots which ended with Mbappe finally applying the finish. Luis Enrique, who had spent much of the last week insisting that when it comes to DNA he is more Barcelona than Barcelona, insisted that PSG would press high, leaving the home side to go long, and to begin with he was right. Pau Cubarsí had to slide in on Mbappe, Araújo did the same to Dembélé, and Frenkie de Jong had to block a shot from Vitinha, all inside the opening 3 minutes. A second blocked shot followed soon after and, at this early stage Barcelona could not find a way out. The first time they did, though, they scored. PSG had pressed every Barcelona player except Araújo, happy to allow him, theoretically the weakest with the ball at his feet, to play. Left alone on 11 minutes, he clipped a ball to Lamine Yamal on the right and the teenager took off. Dashing past Nuno Mendes, he didn't just get all the way to the byline, he very nearly made it to the near post, where he pulled it back. With Gianluigi Donnarumma out of position again, Rafinha came running in to finish. Montjuic exploded and Barcelona's players celebrated. 9 of them did, at least. Alone, Araújo went to embrace Marc-André ter Stegen, a vindicated man. As for Yamal, he is 16, for goodness sake. What a future lies ahead. Just not, it turned out, in this game. Within 12 minutes both he and Araújo had gone. When Barcola was released, beyond the defense, Araújo went after him, a heavy hand on the shoulder enough to see the PSG winger go down right inside the area. The referee Istvan Kovacs didn't give a penalty but, despite Araújo trying to claim Cubarsí was there to cover and that it was shoulder to shoulder, he did pull out a red card. Yamal was the man the boy sacrificed. Ter Stegen had already made a superb save from Mbappe just before, Jules Koundé then clearing his header off the line, and now PSG took an even more determined step forward. Barcola and Dembélé in particular were causing problems and they combined to get the goal that leveled this, the former sending a pass right across the 6-yard box which just missed Mbappe but was met at the far post by the latter. Barcelona still had a 2-goal lead but it was increasingly precarious. Vitinha shot over, Barcola volleyed wide and then Mendes dropped a cross just behind João Cancelo which Dembélé volleyed fractionally past the post. It was PSG's 11th and final effort of the first half, Barcelona had 2, and they soon added to it, ter Stegen palming Hakimi's shot at the start of the second. Mbappe then set up Fabian Ruiz, who dragged wide from 6 yards. Barcelona were getting ever deeper, way inside their area, which cleared the space at the edge of it from which Vitinha scored a superb, low second to level the tie. Immediately, Ilkay Gundogan fired off a shot that clipped the post, a moment which drew a roar from Montjuic, clinging to a sign of life in their team that was snuffed out all too soon. Again, it was Dembélé who did it. Dashing into the area, he was taken out by Cancelo. Mbappe scored the penalty high beyond ter Stegen's hand. Barcelona looked broken and there was something desperate in Gundogan's attempt to win a penalty of his own soon after, but while the difference between the teams felt huge now the margins remained fine and as long as there was only 1 goal in this, it wasn't done. Supplied by Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski almost leveled it but Donnarumma made a sharp save and Marquinhos just managed to get to the loose ball ahead of Ferran Torres. Rafinha then escaped Lucas Hernandez, tumbling as he put the ball wide. And when the Brazilian clipped in a free kick, the Italian goalkeeper came out fist first and missed it entirely, only to be rescued by a raised flag. PSG had seemed in control but there were nerves now and noise from the stands. Nothing done just yet, belief growing that there was still time for a last, dramatic twist. Another gift from PSG saw Lewandowski running through, with just 2 minutes left. His shot was blocked by Marquinhos. Rafinha almost curled the corner straight into the net, Donnarumma reaching to push over. This was it. One last chance, or so they thought. Everyone pilled forward, the volume rising. Suddenly though, PSG were dashing clear, Hakimi dashing from one area to the other to end it. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.